Hey, what's good, Rose fam? Welcome back to the channel. We got a lot to talk about today, and you already know why we're here. The new Kaguya DLC came with patch 2.47, and this might be the greatest balance patch of Shinobi Striker yet. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Firstly, if you're messing with the new update, let me know by dropping a like on the video and commenting your thoughts down below. Also, make sure you subscribe if you aren't already. You don't want to miss out on the upcoming content I have for Shinobi Striker. With that being said though, let's run the intro and get into this. Alright, so patch 2.47, let's get into this. Firstly, minor bug fixes were implemented into the game. Major W, and with that, we are done with patch 2.47. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next time. Peace. No, I'm just messing around. The Kaguya DLC update was so big that they had to drop 2 patches for it. So we'll be taking a look at 2.46 and what everything it entails. I'm talking about the shop, quality of life changes, and of course the balance patches. So let's get started in the lobby and work our way there. Firstly, they're going heavy with the cross promotions for Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker and Naruto x Boruto Ultimate Ninja Storm connections. They've added this new board and Kawaki in the lobby. Apparently, if you talk to him, it will take you to the PlayStation Store to purchase Storm Connections. It's not working at the moment though, well, at least for me. Next, for quality of life changes on your friends list, it puts all the players actively playing Shinobi Striker at the top and all other friends are moved to the bottom. There is still no search bar in the game, but this is a major improvement from having to scroll forever just to find the friends. Moving on to the shop, they did some major reworks in an attempt to give players access to more items at a time. It says, you are now able to appraise scrolls for items within a particular type in the Ninja Tool shop. The items for each type will rotate after a certain period. You'll notice that the dates on the featured items and type specific items are all different, giving some window to collect scrolls for the items appearing at a later date, and focus on getting items you may want that have a shorter rotation period. This change, while is much better than what we previously had, might have you running out of scrolls a lot faster if you try to collect everything. But that's not all. They've made SS items more readily available with the newly implemented shop exchange system, which uses these new tickets up here. So, how does the shop exchange work? Well, once you click on the shop exchange, you'll notice that they have items that are worth a certain amount of tickets, as well as how long these items will be in rotation. The next question becomes, how do you obtain more exchange tickets? Well, in order to collect more tickets, you gotta appraise scrolls. Any duplicate items of A rank rarity or higher will give you exchange tickets. A rank items give you 3 tickets, S rank items give you 10 tickets, and SS items give you 150 tickets. You can attempt to farm tickets through your Rio by purchasing quality scrolls to get S rank and A rank, or farming VR missions for Kakashi scrolls that give you S rank accessories. Before getting into the balance patch, a new map has been added to the game, which is literally just the lobby. It's a pitless map that is very small, making it action-packed. I personally like this map and hope they add another one in Season 7. Now, as I alluded to earlier in the video, this patch is quite possibly one of the best we've seen for Shinobi Striker. So, let's get started with the attack types. For the buffs, they increased the range on Almighty Push to rival Kurama Twin Impact. This is great for the move because it activates faster than Twin Impact, allowing it to combo off of attack strings that knock opponents away. The last buff for the Craigs is a pretty huge one. Teleportation Jutsu now has a huge attack tracking buff, allowing attack types to constantly zip around the battlefield as the buff lasts about the entirety of the technique's cooltime. But alright, let's talk about the nerfs because these are some major changes. The first is Kodo Matsukami, which now requires more charge time. Next, Obito Kuruma actually got touched. They significantly reduced the attack tracking buff it gives, no longer allowing attack types to teleport to you in your face. To compensate with such major nerf, they increased the damage dealt on the shuriken when it is pulled back. Now, I would have been hyped off that nerf alone, but these next changes made this update a major W, even if nothing else was adjusted. So, let's talk about the attack type's beloved weapons, claws and Asuma knuckle knives. Let's start with the claws. I've talked about this before, but the second air light attack on all claws used to have the substitution seal effect on them. With this new patch, they removed that effect, making the claws a little bit more fair. Next, both Chakra Claws and Asuma Knuckle Knives heavy attack have their hit stun changed, no longer causing a tumbling effect. This makes it so they can no longer loop the first attack of the combo strings, allowing a small window for players to escape. To compensate for this nerf, they decided to increase the damage of the heavy attack for the claws, which deals about 30% 40% unbreakable. As great as these nerfs are, attack types are still powerful, and don't be fooled. The chakra claws are still the best weapon for attack players. The hit stun still remains on the light attacks that win trade battles, and Ultimate Knuckle Knife's heavy attack is still the fastest attack in the game. So while the loops are gone, there are still advantages to using both. As for range types, the Tamari DLC got some love. Both Wind Scythe and Blade Dance activate faster. With Wind Scythe, they also reduced the cool time from 20 seconds to 17 seconds, but they made the tornadoes blockable. Not gonna lie, I'd much rather have a 20-second guard break, but I'll take this. Blade Dance also went from 15 seconds to 14 seconds on cool time, but they reduced the amount of tracking on the Weasel. Next, 1,000 Needles of Death is now 10 seconds on cool time, and the jutsu lasts longer, allowing you to place multiple traps along the battlefield. Lastly, Multiple Striking Shadow Snakes had its poison increased, now putting it on the higher end of 2 on damage, a much needed buff for sure. Moving on to defense types, Toad Oil Bomb received a slight nerf, reducing the duration of the jutsu seal, but received 2 major buffs. The first, the jutsu went from 17 seconds to 12 seconds, and the second, the move now causes a long hit stun, staggering your opponent in a similar way to the charge attack stun. Toad Nuts also got buffed, dealing more damage, making it able to KO range and heal types, even with robust fighter equipped. Lastly, Fade Formation is now 30 seconds and doesn't boost defense as much as it used to. Next, the Soccer DLC was definitely blessed as all 3 moves were adjusted. Flower Cannon now gives a heal over time effect and increased its AoE range, essentially making it a portable Green Ring ground hold. Hopefully they'll buff Green Ring ground hold in the future. Next, Hard Light is now 18 seconds and provides a defense boost while the armor is active. For 100 healings, it now has an attack tracking buff. Next, Yasuke Bead's invincibility has been shortened. And finally, if you couldn't tell earlier, Shinobi got bullied this patch, and Swiftstep's DLC didn't escape the balance hammer. The attack tracking has also been reduced on this, no longer allowing players to fly in your face. And with that, that's the entire 2.46 balance patch. Like always, there are some hidden stuff like Shirado getting some buffs, but I'll end the video here. Thank you to everyone who made it this far in the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.